Artist Talks. Now, my name is Hyla Crane, and I'm the executive director. And today we have a remarkable artist with us. She has been a member of the Marco Island Center for the Arts, formerly known as the Art League of Marco Island, for 30 years. She is a magnificent painter. She is also somebody who teaches in our on-site classes. So her classes are listed in our on-site brochure. And she has joined our virtual team teaching online classes for us. A magnificent oil painter. We are going to welcome my friend, Phyllis Pransky. Hi, Phyllis, welcome.
Thank you, Hyla, and I want to say thank you because my classes are called Welcome Through the Looking Glass class.
Okay, why?
Zoom is absolutely so marvelous, and you can sit home and not carry everything to studio. And you can do your teaching and learning through that looking glass. And I'm so happy with the Marco Island Center for the Arts and the way they're handling this new venture. I want to say thank you to the staff, Hyla, to you, Patricia, who's our Zoom master, Dustin, and even Miriam, who takes your calls, for their generous and good humor, attitude and guiding newbies that want to sign up to navigate the system.
Phyllis, you can't forget our Debbie, who makes sure your payment is processed.
I thought about that, and I said, let's not bring the cash into it. But yes, it's a paid situation. But usually once the student or the person interested downloads the Zoom app, the staff will just email a link, and all the student has to do is click into it. So it's really not brain stuff. And it's just the most wonderful thing. And the window opens, and you come through the looking glass, and you can see all the other students, or you can choose not to see all the other students. And it actually becomes a class, a home, and a family that take the class together. And but you know, there's both young and mature people all over the world that embrace using our Zoom structure. And I have to tell you, I myself would never think that I was capable of using this, this machinery and pressing these buttons. But here I am through the looking glass, in the looking glass class. And the students that do attend seem to become more alert because they have fun with each other, actually because it's of the uniqueness of the Zoom process and the newness of it. And sometimes it looks and it plays out like a TV game show.
Yeah, it does. I've seen it in your class.
And part of the learning happens through each student's looking glass as they choose to see each other's problems and challenges, and then they see how they can solve them, their solutions. And it forms a camaraderie and an interest in each other's art, and also in each other's life. How are you today? You know, it's fun to see you, and it gets to the point where they really look forward to seeing each other, very much like in a regular class.
Well, Phyllis, and I think now more than ever that's proved important because we started online classes because there are some people who may not be here on Marco or just may not be going out, and we don't want our art student members not to be able to work with their favorite instructors, and that's why we are offering a wide selection of online classes. But Phyllis, you really have taken to this online teaching like a duck to water. I know I was the administrator on your classes one Friday, and I think you'd stay here all day teaching the students if you could.
I'd sleep there. But you know what it is? They capture energy and a flow from each other. And I capture that from them. So it's a win-win situation. I need to be in this epidemic time without my family around me. I need to be with an extended family, and this became my extended family, and I feel each window comes from a different state.
I know.
So amazing. And each window comes from a different state, and yet we're meeting in the same room. And there are times when I want to say, can you pass the red paint, please? And then realize it's through the glass. So anyway, I want to straighten something out about oil painting.
Okay.
Oil paintings. I have a relation with oil paint. I can do anything, but my preference is oil paint because I can push it, I can pull it, I can sand it, I can scrape it, I can massage the canvas with it, and I find it sensual and very sexy. It does what I want it to do.
Nice.
Yeah, and although I teach all the tools of how to, but mostly I teach how to write. Just like we learned in school, how to write with oil paint, how to handle the brush. And for the student to trust also what they see and encourage them to trust their natural born ability to interpret and enjoy play and apply oil paint, to play with and apply it. I'm really delighted that my beginning students have such extreme success so quickly. I really can't believe I've been teaching for many years, and this is the fastest I've ever seen people grow. Also, with the intermediate and advanced students are finishing paintings in just a few sessions, and they're signing them. You know, it would sometimes take months and months and months and months and months to finish one painting. I have no idea why. It's just the energy and the flow and the laughter and the giggles and just doing for fun that I think helps. But my mantra to my students is to keep them learning is that you can't see if you don't know what to look for. So I tell them to listen up to the logic of my teaching, then to look, to see, to trust, and to listen to themselves. Okay, then to shovel up a blob of paint and apply it to the canvas. So it's a thinking process, and it encourages independent thinking and unexpected excitement. When they apply that canvas to, it's almost like my granddaughter Danielle, the first time I gave her a brush, and I was holding her in my arms, and we loaded it with paint, and she just smeared it on a white canvas. That child got so excited. It was just amazing. But anyway, it discourages, the way I teach discourages fiddling around, and it encourages finishing without working hard. It's fun, globs of paint, fun. I see, and you know when I know that it's fun, I see them saying goodbye to each other at the end of the class, and I can see their attitudes. So the flow of my informal but informed class is similar to studio work, but better. And the balance between teaching, mentoring, and respecting concentration of each student to each other and me to them and them to me is unbelievable.
So Phyllis, tell me, just for people who, I have actually been able to sit through Phyllis's class, as I said, on the administrator role, and everything she is saying is true. It is magical. It really is. And watching her students and seeing them interact and just seeing the level and quality of the work they're producing, whether they're in Canada or some state far away from us, that the advanced class was really remarkable. But Phyllis, again, just remind people, your classes, your online classes are on Fridays, correct? One is from 9 to 12:30, that's the beginner intermediate, and the advanced class is in the afternoon, is that correct?
It's 9:30 to 12:30. It's intermediate in the morning, 9:30 to 12:30, advanced in the afternoon from 1 to 3:30. And I want to say that sometimes a beginner comes into the intermediate class, and the company they keep there encourages them to a better understanding of what's going on. So I do welcome beginners if they are passionate about learning.
Well, Phyllis, nobody should take your class if they're not passionate about learning and painting and life, because I know your approach involves a lot of passion. Now, Phyllis, you also are teaching on-site. Now, if somebody was interested in taking your on-site classes, if they're going to be here on Marco and they're okay coming to the Art Center, and I want to reassure everybody out there that we are taking every precaution. We are limiting class sizes so everybody is separated. You are required to wear a mask when you're in the building. We have plenty of hand sanitizer. We are doing everything so that you are safe, because your health and well-being is a priority to us. So just flipping back, what days are your on-site classes, Phyllis?
Site in building classes on Mondays.
Mondays, okay. And Phyllis's classes are series classes, so you can sign up for a series of 4 weeks or a series of 5 weeks. Is that correct?
Correct, depending on the month. Mondays, if it's 4 Mondays or 5 Mondays, but it is a monthly class. Always on Monday, and then virtual is always on Friday. So you know that song. I can't sing it, but always on Sunday, always on. So this is always on Monday and always on Friday. And I want to say one more thing about oil paints. If I haven't said it already, I'm not sure. There are some people that are hesitant to take an oil painting class because they think it's poisonous and it's going to kill you.
Or it's smelly and messy. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, first of all, it's not smelly because we don't use turpentine or any of the smelly stuff. The oil is linseed oil that I require, and most of the paints that I suggest have linseed oil. And, if you use linen, all that's made from flax. So you eat flax seeds, and flaxseed oil, and that's what it's made of. So it's really, unless you ingest an enormous amount of it, or maybe the ground pigments, may bother you if you have a really bad cut and don't close it up. But I have never worn gloves. I can't wear gloves. A lot of my students wear gloves when they paint. I have tested myself, or I had myself tested for lead and other things, cadmiums, and I'm doing this for 45 years, I think. So, and my hands are in it every day, as my students know. So that's about, I clean my brushes with either salad oil and then soap and water. Nice. So I look forward to any old salad oil, so I don't buy it.
Well, and I know in your classes, Phyllis, people shouldn't feel intimidated. You're not going to give them a huge supply list. I've seen that now with your students. You really sort of, it's a pretty small investment to start out with in terms of supplies, and as they build, they may want to add things. That's pretty correct, isn't it?
Correct. I suggest limiting stuff. And my advice is to stay basic: red, yellow, blue, and white, 2 brushes, and whatever oil you need. And the supply list is furnished that they could choose some. But the point is this: when somebody comes into class, they're coming into class to learn the process and learning about colors, different colors that the companies are making money on, that's made out of red, yellow, and blue. That's theirs to discover as time goes on. But they're coming to class only to learn the language that we speak in that class, of art and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, would you like a little bit of my background and my training?
I was about to say, great minds think alike. Your classes are remarkable. I strongly encourage people to go to our website, www.marcoart.org, and check out Phyllis' classes. But Phyllis, yes, tell us a little bit about yourself and sort of your life as an artist, because I know it's pretty interesting.
Sure, I have a website, phyllispranskyartist.com, simple. And my beginnings was serendipitous. I followed a path, an internal path that led me to a scholarship to the New York Art Students League, to which I'm a lifetime member. And I studied with David Littell, Howard Sandin, Gustav Regerberg, Thomas Fogarty, just Dan Green, Robert Beverly Hale, and a slew of other people there, Greg Kreutz. They all were fabulous. It's the atelier of the United States. But my best training actually came from Ridgewood Art Institute and my mentor, Arthur Maynard, who taught me how to think. And I studied with several people there too. I'm forever a student, and I tell my students to be forever students. I believe there's no end to what you can learn.
I agree. Lifelong learning. It's the way to go.
Right. And my work is in many countries, many corporations, many collections. I've exhibited in museums, galleries, festivals, and appeared in many publications and on TV, etc.
And your work is right behind me, Phyllis.
And that piece is at least 25 years old, 20 years old. No, that was Jonathan Green's studio. Anybody knows Jonathan Green? And he built that waterfall. Yeah, and Miguel inspired that figure. But, very hard to find waterfalls down here in Southwest Florida. So
that's true.
Yeah. But I want to tell you, a great passion of mine for 30 years is the Marco Island outdoor artists.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to contribute to the art spirit of Marco Island by performing a free public service that's sponsored by the Marco Island Center for the Arts. I create an annual schedule for paint outs that take place at different locations every Wednesday from October to June. And that's a great venture. If anybody is planning a paint of the schedule, I'm late this year because of COVID, but I will be planning it. And it will be coming out. It'll be in the Art League's newsletter, hopefully, and on site and on my location. And 14 publications is where I usually put it, the newspaper.
But people will be able to get that schedule here at the Art Center once you make it available to us, correct?
200 people have come through that paint with us. From time to time, depending on the season and the weeks. I have to tell you about my inspiration, and then I think you're going to want to wrap this up. I'm talking too much.
No, this is perfect. Tell me who or what has been an inspiration on your work.
Okay, so the first thing I have to say, and this is going out to people that feel like they've been criticized and it inhibits their work or wanting to paint. So I have to say thank you to my deceased husband, Paul, for his teasing criticism. Drove me up a tree, and it drove me to prove him wrong, and I attained professionalism and success because of it. And then I rewarded myself with a dreamy, remarkable studio called the Yellow Sandbox.
Are you streaming in? Are you zooming in from your studio? Or are you sitting in your studio right now?
I'm in the office, and behind me is a workplace where I do my framing and matting and so forth. But also, people that inspire me was Arthur Maynard that taught me to think. My collectors and my students, my romantic parasols, if you can see behind me, that was so well received during the days when Naples and Marco were extremely romantic, and women wore long, soft pinafores. And in Naples, when I did shows, the women carried the paper Chinese parasols. So I want to say thank you, and I want to tell you a great inspiration for my work was my loving friend Marianne Miguela, who served as my beautiful and generous muse, my model, and deeply inspired me in some of my most wonderful paintings. And one more is to my friend Joan Cruz, who taught me and inspired me. She's a great artist. She's my painting buddy for many, many, many years out of the Ridgewood Art Institute. We had a lot of great adventures together, and she did make me a better painter. And to wrap it up, I have to say, it's been and is a wonderful and sensitive and artful path of learning and practicing a universal language. Everybody understands art. And today with Zoom, everybody can come in from any country in the world. And I want to ask the people listening, or if they know anybody that's interested, to please register and Zoom through the Looking Glass class and grow with me and other instructors on the inspirational journey that we're on.
Thank you, Phyllis. That is beautiful. I so appreciate your excitement. You have been one of the most willing instructors to jump into this, which we did very quickly here at the Art Center. And as I said, I have sat and watched Phyllis's classes, and if you register, you have a treat in store. So Phyllis, thank you so much. I know we'll be seeing you here tomorrow. I may come and cover and do one of your classes for you. For my friends out there, I want to just catch you up a little bit on things that are coming up here at the Marco Island Center for the Arts, either on-site or in the virtual world. On October 28th at 5:30, we are going to be streaming a short international film festival. This is we're able to do this through the former executive director, Lynn Holly, who now runs 2 art festivals out in LA. She has selected 6 films, rather short films, some very short, some rather short, that we will be streaming for your viewing pleasure, as well as we'll do a quick talk with Lynn at the top of the stream so that you can learn a little bit about the film festivals and the films themselves. We are very excited. There is no charge for this program. This is for everybody. It will be streaming on our YouTube page, so please join us. We are really looking forward to it. It's something new for us. While there is no charge, we always appreciate a donation so we can continue to bring innovative and creative programming to you, whether on-site or online. The next day, October 29th, from 9 in the morning till 2:30 in the afternoon, Diane Shaggett of Hats to Die For is going to be doing a virtual workshop called Ribbons to Die For, where we will be learning to make holiday cockades. These are ribbon badges of a sort that you can use for holiday decorations, for napkin rings, for tree ornaments. They're exquisite. She's a delight. I just sent the invitation to a friend in Paris, who then sent it to a friend in Miami. Who knows who's going to be there? So also you can go to our website to sign up for that. And last but not least, and you are all the first to hear this, we're going to be releasing the information tomorrow and the next day, our first musical interludes concert with Patchouli and Tara Guitarra. These are guitarists. They are amazing. Is going to be held Thursday, November 5th, 5:30 in our courtyard. It will be outside. We will be able to spread people way out, keep them far apart, away from the talent, and you can enjoy the music under the open sky. And if you're not going out quite yet, these delightful and generous musicians are also going to be doing a live stream with art projections behind them, starting at 5:30, and that stream will be available till midnight Sunday night, November 8th. We will be putting that up on our website. We are going to be charging for these music streams, normally $10, but because this is our very first doing it, and very special for you, those tickets will just be $5. So come join us in the open air, or be a part of our music from the comfort of your own home. But know that we here at the Marco Island Center for the Arts continue to consider you part of our art family, and we are always your art home. Phyllis, thank you again for being with us today. I look forward to seeing everybody else on Monday, when we will be doing another artist talk at 4 o'clock. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.